Welcome to another training video from Agents Planet. This is in online security and avoiding being stalked. Sometimes you'll see a very innocent question being asked out there about something about you or your past or something. You'd be amazed. And in this case, somebody asked why you like the house you like, and this guy posted a picture of his house. Well, I can see the address in his house. So really, all I have to do at this point is go to his profile, and I can see, oh yeah, he's from a certain city in Florida. So I go in and I Google the county for that particular city in Florida, and it turns out to be Hillsborough County. And of course, that's at the level where most of the real estate property information is. So I go to the county website and I look for appraiser, recorder, something along those lines. And when I go into property search in this case, and every county is different of course, it's got a search by name. I mean, it couldn't be much easier than this particular example, which as you can see only takes me a few minutes. Let's double check his name, because there's a couple of choices. David Cribbs, and we already saw he's got his wife's name in there as well. So um, married to Dina Cribbs. You can see that at the bottom there. So we'll go here, we'll look under David Cribbs. Let's just search and see what comes up, and lo and behold, there they are. Boom. Now I have their address, and in fact, in this case, a picture which is pretty old. The picture you just posted is newer. I've got plat information. I've got everything I need now to stalk this guy. And in fact, it fits under burglary as well. So you have to avoid making things this easy for people that are not good people. So in scenario 2 here, this is an example of playing a game where you're playing a game with people where you connect with them in the game, and then they can, in this case, send you chips, learn your name, and once they've got your name, they type it into Facebook, and boom, there's the profile. Well, let's confirm this. Yeah, that's the same profile picture that's in this profile here. So we know we got the right Facebook profile. So now that we go to the profile, in this case we see we're already friends on Facebook. Now a lot of this information is available even when you're not friends with this person. A lot of this stuff is set to public view. So any weirdo can get a hold of the information that's in this profile. For example, where she works and the places you'll work. Now as a realtor, you're going to have your website listed on here. And that's okay, because you shouldn't be alone at the office in any situations. And really, if you're a woman and you're alone at the office and it's at night, I wouldn't recommend it, or I'd at least make sure people know you're there. So be aware of that. Be aware of places that you're left alone, because again, with this kind of information out there about everyone, it's not hard to find you at a point when you're isolated and vulnerable. So on your personal profile, hometown, birth date, notice all of this is showing. And it shouldn't be. Even with me as a friend, she doesn't know me personally. Her family members are in here. I know who her family members are. So all of that stuff should be set to, as we cover in other parts of Facebook with the lists, should be set to specific lists like family or whatever. And the truth is, your birth date and your hometown, the people that need to know it should already know it. So it really shouldn't be out there for anyone to see. You can set it to just only you seeing it, so that it's there, but it's only visible to you. And again, you can set it to a list, like a family list as well. And I mean, I'll look up the work and education, and also see all the places that she's gone to school. And I mean, really, with some of this information, you can pretend to connect like you know her, and gain her trust initially anyway with some of the information you learn right off the profile. If you've ever seen the movie Groundhog Day with Bill Murray, there's that scene where he meets the woman the first time, asks her a couple of personal questions, and then the next time he comes to see her after the day has repeated itself, he uses that information to gain her trust and make it sound like he's known her all along. That can be done with some of your profile information as well. So it's important to set a lot of this stuff to a more private setting than public or friends. It should be limited to people you trust. So if we want to find out where she lives, of course we go to the city, type in Google the county we want for that city, and we go to the county website. And like many county websites, they've got all the search tools available, so you can look up property records and all the things they want you to be able to access. So we go, let's see, property search, owner name, let's plug in that Facebook name that we know, and boom, 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 we've got plots and plats and all kinds of interesting information that we could utilize to effectively stalk. And then of course we've got Google Earth. And we can go into Google Earth and scan the streets. We can do a little overhead view of Google Earth and check out what their property looks like from above. All of this information is readily available thanks to good old Google. And so anybody who wants to really professionally stalk somebody, they have a lot of information. It's not gated, you can see that. You can see where the parking is, right in front. In fact, with Google Earth as well, you could take and route the route between home and work, and that way as a stalker you know the typical route that this person you want to stalk is probably going to take from their work to their home. So there are some things you can do to limit your exposure a little bit. Number one, check yourself on your county website to see if your property can be found just with your name alone. If so, you might consider putting your property in a trust instead and not naming it your family name. Second, clean up your Facebook profile and protect any pictures and information that you need to from public and etc. Other places, even friends. Watch what info you post about yourself and your profile and other people's profiles and quizzes and games and things. And beware of the way you use check-ins on the check-in sites. And be safe. This has been another training video by Agents Planet.